There's a lot of quality in Dubai. This country is great. The leadership is great. They have a long vision.
We met on Bumble, we matched on Bumble, and that's how we met. And then we had our consecutive dates. Gordon was flying to me from Dubai to Kiev, yes, and we were discussing our passions.
What was your biggest failure?
From the beginning, the Magnax. It was impactful for 5 million people around the world. I had on my account $50 million. One day I wake up and there was nothing there. So I was receiving very weird calls from unknown numbers. We're gonna do this to you, we're gonna do this to you, stop your business.
Welcome to the DealMaker Show by Ness. Another day, another podcast, but this one is special. Today, we sit down with the founder of Dubai Tech Tuesday, the community redefining what authentic network and innovation look like in the UAE. This is not just another podcast. Here, we sit down with real entrepreneur, real investor, and real leaders. The one who built empires, raised millions, and faced the raw reality of business. No fluff, no theory, just unfiltered story of success, failure, and everything in between. If you want to learn how to raise capital, scale companies, and play the real game of influence and wealth, you're in the right place. And today, I'm sitting down with three visionaries. Gordon Einstein, crypto law pioneer and global advisor. Iryna Erzen Einstein, coach to high-achieving women navigating love and leadership, and relationship mentor. And Siam Kidway, AR strategist and entrepreneur shaping the digital transformation. Together, they built Dubai Tech Tuesday into one of the most authentic innovation hubs in the region. Welcome, everyone. How are you guys?
Thank you for having us. This is amazing.
Thank you for having us.
I'm so pleased. So we're going to start with Gordon. Okay. So you became a crypto attorney back in 2012 when most lawyers laughed at blockchain. Mm-hmm. What did you see then that made you put your legal career on the line?
So just a slight adjustment, 2014, let's say. But
okay.
It's okay. Everything's good.
Okay.
The lawyer in me has to be very specific, right? So I had actually stopped practicing law at that time. I practiced law for many years. I was doing business transactions, tax, estate planning, but I always felt that that was a mistake, that I should have, air quotes, learned computer science in college. Okay. But I talked myself out of it because I had these self-limiting beliefs about what I could do and what I couldn't do. But after I practiced law for all those years, I said, you know what, I'm going to throw it all away. I'm going to switch careers. I'm going to learn how to program. I'm going to learn how to network. And I became probably the only, as far as I know, Microsoft certified attorney on the planet.
Wow.
And I stopped practicing law. And it was an interesting time. So for many years, lawyers are a high prestige thing. The computer guy is a little bit less prestige, but I pushed forward and started Einstein Technology Partners, and then this cloud computing company called Adaptive Sky, where I put the two together. I was doing cloud-based computing for law firms. And Adaptive Sky still operates in Los Angeles, and it's pretty big. We have a lot of law firms up on our platform.
Yeah. And
I think I was one of the pioneers of cloud computing for law firms. I'm proud of that. But my company, Adaptive Sky, we were Los Angeles based, but we were exhibiting in New York. And I think it was 2013, 14. I met this couple from Ukraine, right? Totally randomly. This is why I'm a big believer in randomness and then doing things.
Definitely.
They were the co-founders of the biggest blockchain development house in Ukraine, Distributed Lab. We became friends. They stayed with me in Los Angeles. They invited me to Ukraine, which is just as right after the revolution, right after Maidan. I said, sure, I'll go. I have no idea where that is, but I'll find it. I'll get a passport and go. I went and I discovered blockchain and crypto and Bitcoin when I was there, 2013, 2014.
Wow.
It took me a little while to understand it. And then finally, when I did understand it, I realized that this could change the universe. It could, this technology is mind-blowing, just like AI is now. I was so enthused about it because I realized that, number one, this would be an interesting area of law practice, which is kind of basic, but I also realized that blockchain and crypto could make law better. Like law could get better because of it. So when I went back to Los Angeles, I sat down with my employees. I said, so you have a choice. You can either resist me. I'm going back into law and I'm going to practice blockchain and crypto. So you have a choice. You can either support me, in which case I'll keep this company going, or if you resist me, I'll burn it down on the way out. I'm still going to do it. And they said, no, we like our job, so we'll support you. I'm like, good choice. And so 2014, I switched. This was a new area of law, so it kind of was half invented, half learned. I taught myself securities law, which is the law of investments, and the regulation of that, which is kind of like someone teaching themselves brain surgery or how to build a nuclear reactor.
Okay.
Honestly, the consequences are big and mistakes are easy, and it's one of those things you don't know until later when you messed up. But I switched, and I think I did pretty well. Became internationally recognized, spoke around the world. As part of this, ended up going to Ukraine 25 times, which ended up being very fortunate because I met my lovely wife there. Now, you know her last name. Now we have a beautiful baby, and it all worked out.
Amazing. Thank you so much. That's a very interesting story.
That was the short version.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. But thank you for sharing, Gordon.
Sure.
So that's a wonderful transition to your beautiful wife, Iryna. So, Iryna, you work with women who seems to have it all. Career, relocation, success. Yes, yet still they feel unfulfilled in love. What's the invisible gap between professional success and personal fulfillment in 2025?
Yes, so I'm very happy to be on this podcast and share also a little story, yes, about myself, my professional story and path, yes. So indeed, I work with professional women who have put all their resources into building themselves, their brand. My clients and my women who choose to work with me, they like to study, they like to achieve, they are goal-oriented, I am myself like this, but then you understand that there is more to life, there is balance, there is also fulfillment as a woman, there is fulfillment as a mother, as a woman who builds her career and as a woman who builds her household as well, so women feel that they have achieved something in business, but they don't feel so much happiness. So then they start looking into family, especially when they reach some age, like 36, 40, and then they feel like there is potential for them as a woman. So that's when I come on the stage and help them,
Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Amazing. Thank you for
Yes.
sharing. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, Siam, you impacted more than 110,000 individuals through AI and advise UAE leaders. What's the biggest blind spot government have when it comes to AI adoption?
Well, I can start it from when I was 13, that I went to computer and science competitions within the whole region of GCC countries. And I was blessed that I get the first place, and that was unbelievable, but I got it. It was fun. And then everything started from there. Everything started from there to the next levels that we are now. So regarding your questions, I would love to say that the most important thing is the economic AIs that we are creating and the LLMs that we are creating within the country, and the open AI that came to United Arab Emirates, and they're doing the 1 gigawatt of AI data centers project. So these things are the main thing right now within the country, and followed by educations, in economy, in tourism, and all other sectors, in government, in Dubai police as well.
Amazing. That's definitely, that data center are definitely one of the biggest blind spot, and we are so lucky that UAE has picked up on that, and that they're going to be one of the big name as Silicon Valley, and they're going to be able to also control what's coming from OpenAI. Thank you. So I wanted to each of you present what you do, because obviously the next question is like, how did you three meet and decide to launch Dubai Tech Tuesday together? We understood one of the story because you guys are married, obviously, but probably we can, whoever wanted to take the lead. So that's who wanted to take the lead to, I mean, you can be married but not definitely working together.
Right.
So how you three decided to launch the Dubai Tech Tuesday?
I think it's Gordon telling it very perfectly.
Yes,
Okay.
Gordon.
Okay, so I'll start off.
You agree that he's the storyteller.
This is how we decide everything.
That's
So,
amazing.
they're like, Gordon, you do it. Okay, so I'll
Teamwork.
give the moderate length version, and then they can add their commentary and special sauce and everything else, because everyone's got different perspectives. So for me personally, I'll give a little bit of backstory. I grew up with a speech impediment and a lot of shyness, and couldn't speak to a group, couldn't speak to individuals, couldn't speak to girls, all that stuff. So
Can't believe that.
That's true. To address that issue, I overcompensated and started doing events in Los Angeles when I was practicing law. So I had something called Happy Hour Mafia, which we got together not quite as frequently as Tech Tuesdays, but I did 40 events, and they were all charity supporting. So It started off very small. I did it on instinct. Like almost everything I do is on instinct, and then later on I realized why it may have been smart, hopefully. So I did 40 of those in Los Angeles. It became pretty famous, and still today I get messages about it. It's kind of neat, like, it boomeranged forward into 2025. This is like 15, 20 years ago. This is a while back.
Wow.
This is me kind of doing surgery on my own personality to get myself a little bit more outgoing, because if you're hosting an event, it's a lot easier to talk to people, because you can say, how are you doing? Are you enjoying the event? And like, oh, you're the organizer. So, that way I didn't have to sit in the corner and like stare at people. Okay. So, and then kind of related to that is when I made the career switch back into law to do crypto and blockchain, I realized that for me, it's not just practicing law. Like I wanted to change the world and have an impact. Well, in order to do that, you have to usually be an effective speaker or an effective writer. I believe that actions win, but you need to communicate also. So I forced myself up on the stage. I forced myself to MC. And in the beginning, it was a terrible physical experience, so much adrenaline, so much stress. But then I turned to enjoy it. It became like a roller coaster. So when I came to Dubai 5 years ago, I almost immediately was on stage, presenting, emceeing. Then that morphed into organizing events, several iftars that I've done with some friends and some partners, some crypto lunches. And then the three of us had a spontaneous idea, not this summer, but last summer. We were all in Dubai during the summer. My lovely wife was pregnant with our son Joseph, or the entity that would soon be called Joseph, And we didn't want to travel, just to be safe. And so I was like, what's a completely ridiculous idea? I know. I'm going to commit us all to a weekly event on tech and blockchain and crypto and everything else. We started it, not this summer again, but last summer. And
in the middle of the summer.
In the middle of the summer. And for people who maybe
in
are watching,
Dubai.
yes, and for people who follow you internationally, they should understand. It's hard for an American to understand, but let me say it in centigrade. You can get up to 50 degrees centigrade, which, if you're from the U.S. and one other country, is 120 degrees Fahrenheit,
country in the world,
which is like crazy. So you have to be pretty much insane to start an event during the summer, but that's okay. On my resume, it actually says insane, so it was fine. We started this up. We started at a different venue, a place called J'adore, not our current venue. They were very nice to accept us. The first time we just let anyone come in because we didn't know if anyone was actually in Dubai, but it was successful. And we've done it consistently every week with a little exception.
How many participants you have at the first edition?
It wasn't bad. It was like 50, 60.
Wow.
Yeah.
In the middle of the summer, like July.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying I'm gonna sound really bad. I'm not saying it's the participants you would necessarily want to come to your event all the time.
Yeah, but I mean,
they were breathing, which was great. So that was nice. And so they came. Now our biggest ones recently, during the conference and everything else, we've had RSVPs of 1,200.
Yeah, it was like more than 100 for sure. 1,200.
Yes, it's gotten very, very busy.
Yeah.
It goes up and down. Like we just came out of the summer, and so for we actually got used to very busy events during the main portion of the year, but this summer, in August, people are kind of out, so we quote unquote just had 150, which for me is actually pleasant and calm.
Yeah.
And then last Tuesday this week, we popped back up because with we had speakers, we had everything. It just went a little nuts. So we started together last summer. I believe, and I think we all believe, we're consistency monsters. At least me personally, I don't claim to be that smart. I just know that I can get better. And the key to getting better is to keep on trying and not to give up. The hardest thing, the second hardest thing in life is to start. The first hardest thing is to keep going. And so we kept going. And every single week, except for New Year's Eve, because the venue had an issue, we've been banging this out. The day my son was born, as you know, we did Tech Tuesdays. So, Iryna was kind to release me for a couple hours, and Siam was kind enough to let me on stage, and it all worked out. So
I think you should talk more about that.
Yeah, I was with the baby, and after 7 hours of labor, and it's Tuesday. I mean, our baby was born at 3:15 p.m. or something like this, and
he knew he has to come
Yes,
before Tech Tuesday. It's at 6:30.
Yeah, so I'm like with the baby, all this new experience, endorphins, all these emotions, and Gordon is like looking at me, I'm looking at him, and I'm like, Gordon, just go, people need you, and then come back to me, because I need you too,
Yeah, this is the moment of proud.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
that's the definition of commitment.
Yeah.
Yes.
We understand each other and support each other,
Yeah.
we pushed through.
Congratulations. I mean, I've been attending this amazing network event, and indeed it's a very nice event, but not only the event, not only the venue that is amazing, like at Opera, at the Bellagio, I really love it.
Bel Canto, yes.
Bel Canto, sorry. Bel Canto.
Your mind's on Las Vegas.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't blame you.
The people, like everything, like what you said at the beginning, is like the people also. It's very.
People make the community.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly.
And if I can comment on that, everyone has a role in life. I'm not critical on anyone, but for our event, we have a specific vibe in mind. Let's say we have a vibe and an outcome in mind. It's not. We're all business people. We all do other things. This is something more than I wouldn't say it's just a hobby, but if it wasn't fun, we wouldn't do it. There's more than one way to make a buck, and this isn't like some revenue source. What happens related to it causes financial benefits for everyone, including the people in the audience. But the thing itself, it's a lot of work every week. We want to enjoy it, and so the idea was to have people that you want to be friends with, you want to do business with, that you want to learn from at scale around us and around each other. So we make a point of having a fantastic community. It's every ethnicity is welcome, every religion's welcome, every whatever's welcome. You pay the small fee to come in. That's a little bit of a filter. There's a dress requirement. People dress nicely, which is not always a given at tech events, but we insist on it. Someone comes in shorts.
Yeah, definitely.
You probably knows that.
Yeah.
We're blessed, largely due to Iryna, to have half women there, which again is a bit unusual for a tech event. We're blessed, I think, thanks to you, to have a lot of Emirati women there, which is unusual for these sorts of things.
Yeah.
And it's neat and different. It's people you normally don't see together.
Exactly.
Not because they have a problem with each other.
Exactly. Like the thing at your event that is very different is that it's a tech event where there are women, where you have all the nationality, and people are wearing nice clothes. Everyone is behaving nicely, and every week we have nice speakers. So you don't get bored, and you know that you're going to a nice venue. So I say, when you go to your event, the good thing is you're going to learn something, and you're going to meet someone new.
Yes.
So thank you so much, and congratulations again, because you just celebrate your 1 year, like a year,
Yes.
1 year and 2 months.
Yeah, we're down on number 60 now, and of course once per week, so do the math.
Yeah. So amazing.
So I will share some personal details. I met Gordon in Kiev. Yes, he was on a crypto conference in Ukraine. Yes, and we met on Bumble. We matched on Bumble, and that's how we met. And then we had our consecutive dates. Gordon was flying to me from Dubai. Dubai to Kiev, yes, and we were discussing our passions. Being a psychologist, of course, I asked him different questions, deep questions to understand how
invasive questions.
What ignites this, powerful man, what his passions are, to see how we can combine together. And that's one of the dates that we had when I figured out that we both have passion for organizing events. We were sitting in a Georgian restaurant eating khinkali, I think it was December, and it was snowing outside, and we were discussing this passion that Gordon was organizing events in Los Angeles, and I was organizing events as part of my summer camp job. So I was organizing like the camp work for small children, and I generally like to organize like ladies events. I already liked to organize them in Kiev when I was living in Ukraine, and that's how we understood that we have like a lot in common. Yes. This was our passion, yes. And then, this was the summer, and usually we would go to spend the summer somewhere outside, like to Germany, like the summer before we spent in Germany, all over Europe, and we understood that there is no place so special like Dubai, because here we feel the energy, we want to do something, it motivates us, and even in summer there is much more to do here. So it was great, to launch our event, because each organizer, each leader has their vision and some idea and some personality, all three of us, that attract certain people to us, and the idea that attracts people, like for example crypto, blockchain, different technologies, plus beautiful vibe, intellectual conversations. It's people with a certain mindset and with certain needs, people who want something more, and that's the idea behind Dubai Tech Tuesdays, yes, because all different events, they have different organizers, and you can find anything in Dubai, and this is something that we like. This is the event that we created together, and people really enjoy it, because there is something from three of us, as people say, Gordon is the vision and the scale of Dubai Tech Tuesdays. He's from the United States of America, so he has this global mindset. Mohammed Siam is about the local traditions, about the culture, and about this benevolent and generous land where we are staying, about the connections here, about quality connections, and I am the soul of the community, being the female power, and
female touch.
Giving the female
She's
touch.
The goddess
yes.
energy. She's the goddess energy.
Yes, because I also I attract Slavic, Russian-speaking women, and in general, all types of just beautiful intellectual women who also want to connect. So we have this triple power in Dubai Tech Tuesdays.
Thank you. Nice story.
Now you're part of it.
That's really nice story. Like, if you go back when I was teenage, I started the network marketing. So within the 16 years old to 20 years old, so I had like 8,000 members, and I created like 400 leaders in this country. And then I implanted this method to the next company that I built. And it was like Magnax, the name was Magnax, and then we implanted there, and the people joined. It was more than 200,000 people, and effective 5 million people within the market. That was something that was high impact. And then when we started together, three of us, and we were sitting, and Gordon was like, it's great. Siam, do you have financial issues? I said, no. And I told Gordon, do you have financial? No. Iryna, no. So all of us, we want to do a high impact within this country for people and with people. We want to help people to connect each other. If they make something, if they earn something, if they do business together, great. We're not asking anything, or we're not involving or jumping anyone's deals. This is how our vision and our methods of working within Tech Tuesdays platforms. But that's actually the place, as always we talk about it, it's an auction. That people comes there and we see them, we observe them, and then we see, okay, who's there, who's authentic person, and who's doing real businesses.
Yeah.
And then we will filter them to the next levels. That is better to go and talk about it more. But we are making something huge and high impact within the country, not only on Dubai Tech Tuesdays or soon Abu Dhabi Tech Tuesdays, but in the next level of business gathering, which is, we call it Majlis. And we want to do something very high impact to this country.
Wow, congratulations.
Can I comment on that? Just
you're going to come. I just want to say congrats, but please go on.
Thank you. We'll take the congratulations. So when I was like, do you have financial issues? It was more like, are you a short-term thinker or a long-term thinker? It wasn't like, we weren't putting each other on the spot. It was more, let me just say, I'm going to put in my words.
Yes, please.
Okay, I'm newish here. Siam's from here, okay?
Yeah.
And Iryna is, newish also. There's a lot of quality in Dubai, okay? This country is great. The leadership is great. They have a long vision. The Emiratis themselves are honorable people. They're generous, they're hospitable, all that other good stuff. But I'd be lying if I didn't say there's an element in Dubai that's looking for the fast buck, that doesn't do what they say they're going to do, that talks big and then doesn't deliver, or seems to have a flashy light and then disappears. And I've seen it. I've watched it. And of course, being a crypto attorney, you see it a lot. Everyone's kind of like setting up a rug pull. Not everyone, but I'm just exaggerating a little bit.
Yeah.
So there's Goldman Sachs has a great expression, which maybe doesn't sound so great. Is that they're long-term greedy, which I always liked. The idea is that, sure, we want to do well. Okay, there's several, be healthy, have a family, do everything else, but also, embrace financial success. I think that's part of, creation. I think when you create good things, it follows. But all three of us, I did, when Sam and I were beginning to work together, I had to do a vibe check, and he had to do a vibe check on me. Are we both okay doing, because we do business in addition to Tech Tuesdays, Tech Tuesdays is just sort of the front-facing part. Are we both okay with taking our time, getting to know people, not trying to get the fast buck, being discerning about our relationships, testing people, going slow, because there's, for the events I've done before, and some of the people I worked with before, they're like, arguing about this percentage from the venue, or grinding sponsors, or doing all this lowbrow stuff that I was like, what are you doing? You're wasting time. You're chasing a penny on the street. It's like you need to calm down, make something good, make a fantastic community, and then good things happen, which is, by the way, what's happened in the meantime. So we had a discussion just to make sure we're on the same page, and we're both in good shape. There's always more to do, but we're both nice enough shape, let's say. Okay, Iryna's successful, I'm successful, he's successful. We have time to do it right.
Yeah.
And so that's what we've done. We don't chase, we attract, and we attract through work and through effort and creating good things.
Yeah.
That's not to say that we're stiff or unapproachable. If something is interesting, we'll have a conversation.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
we're not trapping people or grinding them or pursuing them. We're putting up a light on a hill and then attracting people. So that I think actually nicely matches. You can maybe say more about this than I can, being on this side. This matches the vibe of the country. They're moving fast. There's an expression in the U.S., move fast and break things. Well, here they move fast, but they don't break things. They just move fast. Okay,
Yeah.
and I like it. They move fast with a 20, 30, or 40-year, 50-year vision, which is kind of, I like that vibe. So that's the idea behind Tech Tuesdays. No matter how I started in the middle of Dubai in 50-degree heat, with all this stuff, there was always a vision about where it's going. And of course, now the vision is becoming more visible to people and they're getting excited, but we always have that vision.
Yeah. Amazing. And I mean, I've been here in Dubai for the last 10 years. And
you're a veteran compared to me and Iryna.
Yes.
You're a muatana.
So the thing that I'll say when we call the newbie, the people that came to Dubai, is that just follow if they are consistent. because the thing is that, when you've been here for more than 10 years, then you have this kind of filter where you have people that come like they're 6 months, and then either, like you said, they just want to sell their stuff or pretend they have something. So you just wait and see. And you stay back. If you think like this person is good, you're just going to wait. Wait 1 year. No rush. So I believe, when you're saying all this, that now you've been building this network, this event for the last year. So I think it's a good next step then to transform it, because you've been in this event, doing this event, running this event for 1 year. So you already filter
Weekly.
Yeah, weekly.
Yeah.
So it's
like 1 year sounds short, but when you think about it, every single week.
So no, that's congratulations, and I can't wait to see how it's gonna go.
Just wait another year. Next year it's gonna be Abu Dhabi. There's gonna be levels to it, and
we'll definitely do another podcast when the Abu Dhabi event is live.
We're gonna do it live from the stage, and you're gonna run it.
Yeah, we can do that. Definitely. So no, it's amazing, and it takes a lot of time, a lot of dedication. As you mentioned, each of you already had a very full career and very busy with a kid. I can relate on that. So.
Well, you too.
Yeah.
So, and you're here making the time for us, which we appreciate.
Thank you. So let's speak a little bit about scaling the identity and the expertise. We can go a little bit in detail for each of you. So, Gordon, since you were talking, I addressed this question to you. So you run both the Crypto Law Partner and the Adaptive Sky, right? How do you juggle being at the cutting edge of crypto law while mastering legacy legal tech system?
God bless them. The people I have working for me in Los Angeles each of them have been with me for over a decade.
Okay.
Or they've all been with me for over a decade. They're all fathers with families. We're not that big in terms of employees because we're highly automated. And they handle, at this point, 90 or 95% of the work that needs to get done. And we have long-term clients that are very loyal, that we've worked with for years, and they trust us and we trust them. And so I pay my people well, and they deserve it. So I jump in when I need to jump in, but mostly it's not an automated business, but I say mostly it's running itself, which is great. The other part is more complex, because what happened when I got here is, because of the public speaking and because my YouTube channel blew up, I have over 700,000 subscribers. And because of the events at Tech Tuesdays and because of the business Mohammed Siam and I are doing, it's just a lot. It is a lot. And how do I, and being married and having a wonderful wife and having a wonderful son, trying to stay reasonably healthy, at this young age. How do I juggle it? I don't know. No idea. I just
Every day is a new challenge?
I just do what I need to do. Now, what I've done very recently is, seems to be working very nicely though, I get up early, getting back to working out because I lost some weight, and now I'm going back to the gym to get myself fit. Doing some prayers, I'll spare you the details, and learning German because I just need to get my language, because languages are my hobby. And that kind of gives me my nice morning dopamine, which armors me for the day, and I get things done.
Okay. So you're having a strong routine that keeps you a good energy and motivated.
Yeah, and I don't want to claim I've done that for years. It's just been a few weeks now. But I realized that time is precious. There's things to accomplish. There's people I love and need to take care of. There's partners I want to accomplish great things with. And I was already pretty disciplined and already pretty OCD, but I wanted to...
Like all the lawyers, no?
Yeah, I don't know. Look,
you guys are organized. That's one trait that all the lawyers have, right?
Organized as much as someone can be organized when every day brings something different.
Yeah.
But Iryna can explain this. My nickname is Bulldozer.
Yes.
So I make, where I'm not organized, I make up for by pure brutal attack. And let me pause and let that.
Yes, Gordon is organized, he's punctual. Like, in the beginning of our relationship, I was like 5 minutes late or something, and that's where I saw how important it is for Gordon not to be late for an important meeting, because this is his image, it's our image now, so it's not nice, to let other person down. So he is very punctual, responsible, and
that's the Einstein
yes,
part.
the Einstein, yes. Yeah. And he's also very fair and just. So he cares a lot about justice. I think because of those values, he became a lawyer. So I think he's in his element, because that's who he is.
Such a nice presentation. Wow.
You know what I like about UAE? When the people comes here, they're already starting to see the background of this country, the history of this country. And then they see the visions of the leaders, like Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan and Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. When they see they have huge visions, they are starting to get visions themselves.
Yeah.
And then slowly, they see themselves within 1 year or second year or third year of staying in this country. And actually, they see themselves, they have higher visions, higher expectations, and they are in better lifestyle.
Definitely.
So UAE is making the mindset and the visions in a better life, in a better steps. So just try it, or just think about it. The day that you came to UAE, what was your mindset? And when you read about the history, when you read about the books that the leaders they brought out to the market, and all the what's happening here within the construction, within the AI, within the tourism, whatever, the infrastructure. Like, it's impactful to yourself as well, and to humans here as well, and it's really effective to your lifestyle, to your work, to your visions.
Totally agree. I've been here for 10 years. I've seen it. I've seen the Dubai mindset, as I call. I've seen how Europe has, in Europe, like, we have this mindset where we think we have everything, we are the best, and everything is just peasant. It's just like sub-country, subcontinent. Like, we have to be honest. Like, this is a colonial. Like, it's the colon mindset, right? And then you come to Dubai and you live in Dubai. And when I come back to France, and I remember the first day, like after a year, I come back and then it's a simple thing. I'm at the Carrefour, right? So I buy my grocery, I put in the thing, and then I'm looking at the cashier, and then he's looking at me and he say, you have to pack your stuff. I say, what do you mean? Yeah, you have to pack your stuff. Like, simple thing. Like, in Dubai, everything is like about effectiveness, making your life the best. You don't have to do anything. You are so spoiled. And when you talk about the vision, is that the Dubai mindset is like, maybe when I came, I was like, a long time ago. I'm not going to say the years. I don't want to say my age. But when I came, I realized that the leader of these countries, they lead by example, and they love their people, and they want to bring to their people the best. If there is a best doctor in economy, they're going to bring it to their country. If there is a new technology for train that's going to be go quicker, they're going to bring them and they're going to put it together. Not after 5 years, the same time. It's just like they manage to bring the best thing, but not only to bring the best thing, to enhance it. Like, everything. I remember, like, when I'm from Paris, so we have the subway, right? And when I came here, and I remember they were like the first class ticket. So I go and I buy first class ticket. I'm like, okay, it was 4 dirham.
4 dirham.
10 years ago, the first class ticket for the subway.
Oh, okay.
The subway. But in France, we don't have this. We don't have female only. We don't have first class. You go, there is only one ticket.
You just get what you get.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it's dangerous, by the way. So I was like, what an experience. I was sitting at the front. I was living in downtown. I went through, so I was going to Marina, and I was seeing the city, and I was like, wow, this is where I'm going to live. and this is where I'm going to build my future, and I'm going to be successful because this city has such a vibe, has such nice people, such respectful people, like whatever you wear, you know, like when they say McDonald's, I feel like UAE, like you are Muslim, you are Christian, whatever you wear, if you're in a bikini or if you're in abaya or if you are in burqa, they don't even blink an eye, but genuinely, it's not forced. This is like, mashallah, for me, I feel it's such, if every country was like UAE, they were really like, we'll be at peace. And what you say is very, it's very important because people have to understand that UAE has become successful because of these things, where they welcome people and they take what's best and they implement it, but in a better way, but still keeping their custom and their local value. And I think that's this is how you become successful. Don't forget about your value, keep the value, and then you will be successful. So I think this story, whoever live in Dubai have this thing where they have their value and they wanted to be surrounded by people with value, and we can have different value, but as long as we respect each other. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. To the audience.
Say something nice about you.
Yeah.
So let me say something nice about Mohammed Siam. So we do lots of meetings with people that are thinking about coming to the UAE, setting up companies here, bringing their technologies here, bringing their families here. And my nature is I kind of just immediately form a to-do list in my mind and kind of get very cold and objective. I'm a nice guy, but I'm just like, I go into machine mode. He brings up, every time he does it, it kind of slaps me out of it in a good way. Every single time we're in a meeting, he instinctually is putting them at ease. He's like, look, you're welcome to the UAE. We're here to protect you. We're here to support you. We're here to encourage good people. Yeah. The leadership of this country wants you here. We want your safety, go on everything else. And then I have to remember, I should remember to be human today. Because he's bringing this sort of macro Dubai UAE viewpoint. And he's there with the Condora, and I guess I got to remember, like, okay, not everyone is an uptight U.S. lawyer. Like, okay,
Yeah, I mean, you guys, like, between an American and local and a Ukrainian, you really like have a warm up.
Yes.
So no, that's.
No, so he does. I'm like, okay, yes, I should probably mention the fact that this place is nice. So thank you. Thank God for you.
Yes.
You're welcome.
I also want to add about this place. I totally agree with Siam. Yes, about what an amazing place Dubai is. United Emirates, United Arab Emirates are. Yes. So it was love at first sight for me when I saw Dubai, because it's like a beautiful. Not European city, but like very modern, futuristic city with ancient vibe, with the mosques. So when you hear the prayers, you feel that some spiritual, connection with this place. And I thought, how did they create such a place? Because I was thinking that such cities, they just don't come out of nowhere. And I understood that it was the plan of the founders of this place. They put such deep values into this place, and from time to time, I visit, like, for example, Emirates Towers or whatever, and I see the quotes on the walls made by the rulers, yes, by the honorable people of the United Arab Emirates, and these quotes. They are so generous and they are so opening. Like, for example, life is abundant, all nations are welcome, love is not limited, abundance is not limited, So when you come here, you feel there is no limit to anything, and the only limit is in your head, And I collect quotes, so when I saw this, I am like, I love Dubai, This is my place, and it inspires me so much, and it's a place where if you are aligned with the values of this place, you get everything that you dream of. Because of course Dubai has its pace, Dubai has its requirements to people as well, because you need to keep up, So for me, Dubai has been a very fruitful and productive place because as a person and as a woman who has family and her profession, because I got married, we have built a family with Gordon. We got married in the civil court of Abu Dhabi. Yes, we had our wedding here in the Catch restaurant. Yeah, it was amazing place. So we're creating memories here. We had our son Joseph Alexander here, also in one of the best hospitals. Yes, amazing service. I was crying for a week because it was amazing experience for me to become a mother on this place, to become a wife of my amazing husband here, and to create something. We have created Dubai Tech Tuesdays with our amazing partner Siam, yes, who brings his also local and traditional touch, yes, and his own vision and values, which is like, you know, it's something very special. It's like a different point of view, and you know, which for example Gordon or I don't have, then Siam has something also different.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, you know, and also I am organizing my ladies branches here, and I have my also my separate project, you know, besides Dubai Tech Tuesdays. So it's a very fruitful land, and I just wanted to also say how it impacted me and how it made me, you know, fruitful here.
It's so beautiful that how UAE creates that a vision that Iryna has. Like a big round of applause for you.
Thank you.
And for all the women that they have the same mindset, that they have the same vision. This is very rare to find, this mindset. I met a lot of women within our community, within our ecosystem, but this is very special. Iryna, her mindset, very special. And this is makes, you know, triangles that Gordon is on one side, and Iryna other side, and me on other side, and we push each other, and we back up each other on every point of the business.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you, Sam.
I love how you thank you each of you guys. That's so cute.
We are very lucky and blessed, you know, to have found each other and for having created something beautiful. And we are so thankful for this opportunity, you know.
Amazing. So let's spice it up. Now we are in the DealMaker Show. So
Okay.
I'm going to ask each of you the same question, but obviously each of you have different ones. It's going to be about, I want to hear what was your biggest failure, or maybe you in business, like you lost some millions, and what is yet your biggest success? I like to say yet because, right? Can happen.
So, yeah, I don't know. Gordon, for me, he always has to start.
Okay.
You know?
No, bro, you're not getting off.
So, for me, I started the business that it went very well. As I
Okay.
said from the beginning, the Magnax. It was impactful for 5 million people around the world. And then I had my account $50 million. And one day I wake up.
$50 US million.
Yes. And then one day I wake up and there was nothing there. So
Okay.
I was receiving very weird calls from unknown numbers that we're going to do this to you, we're going to do this to you, stop your business. But I couldn't not stop it. I was helping people. People were earning money and they were enjoying their life. They had kids. They were sending me a message that, thank you so much. You're feeding my kids, my wife, and that's for me the best thing. That's why I was continue the business. And then when I wake up one day, they hacked everything that I had.
Wow.
So my bank accounts, my WhatsApp, my Telegram groups, everything they deleted it, everything they accessed it,
They
my
deleted
emails,
all your social media and hacked
Everything.
your account.
everything,
So you basically lost everything overnight.
everything. That's right.
You wake up in the morning, there is nothing.
There's nothing. Me and my partner, we call each other, and I say like, my $7 million is gone. Then I saw my $50 million is gone. Then
Wow.
I was in very hard times and high depressions within 3 months, 4 months. But then I started from the zero. I said, okay, then I will not touch any businesses, only the businesses that I can feel, that I can touch. And then it comes out the idea of dealing the cars. So I started with one normal car. I turned that car to 2 cars, 3 cars.
So you
and
were
6
buying and
cars.
selling the cars.
Yes, it's a long time ago. And then I stopped at some point. So that business went so successful. And I told myself, I don't want to be in this business. It's not my... So I'm basically networking and online business. So I want to doing that what I'm best at. And I started it, and in the journey, I met Gordon and Iryna. That was my blessing time of my life. So you said the worst and the best, right?
Yes.
The best one is that I met these 2 people here
Oh,
in my life.
wow.
Yeah.
I feel the pressure.
Thank you.
I know, me too. I almost thought about saying that. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that. Thank
Thanks
you.
for the pressure. Thanks.
And gratitude.
Yes, I'm sorry, yes. She's much more smooth than I. She lightens me up. Yeah.
So Gordon, you want to go next?
The biggest wasn't business, but I'll say something controversial. So the biggest bad thing and good thing that happened, and I'll explain why both, was my first marriage. Because when that ended, that was at the time the worst thing.
Okay.
Okay, but and I'll spare,
Usually everything goes together.
yes, but
when
but
the work
but,
doesn't
but
work, the way
I
it
made
doesn't
I made a decision based on the circumstances of it wrapping up that I'm going to take this worst thing and turn it into the best thing.
Okay.
Okay, and it's my job to work on myself so that whatever I brought to it that caused it not to work I do 180. Like I'm going to work on myself nonstop. So turn it so that my response to this ends up making it the best thing that ever happened.
Okay.
Okay, and I have to say I succeeded. It is the best thing that ever happened. Okay, because it sent me to Dubai, it sent me to Iryna, it sent me to Tech Tuesdays, it sent me to a lot of business things that I'm doing right now. It sent me on a course to health, and it ended up being the best thing because unless that relationship and breakup, if that hadn't happened, I wouldn't be here with my love. I wouldn't be the father of Joseph. I wouldn't be partners with Siam. I wouldn't be in Dubai. So the best thing that ever happened was my response to that. So I'm very grateful for being me and handling it in that way. Okay?
Yeah.
Because no, it's a conscious choice. I
understand. That's what you could have gone to depression and then you.
I wasn't happy at the time, but everyone's like, "Oh, it's for the best." I'm like, "No, it's not for the best. Actually, it sucks, but I'm gonna make it for the best. Watch me." And then I did, and then a bunch of friends told me, "Wow, you weren't kidding. I thought you were being rhetorical. I thought you were rationalizing." I'm like, "No, I'm not that guy. I actually do what I say what I'm gonna do. I'm the one American who actually says what he's gonna do and then does it." So I decided to make it the best, and I'm very grateful that I'm married with Iryna and F. Joseph and everything else.
Amazing.
I'll also say another mistake of mine, just to be totally honest, was around that same period, a friend of mine was in some trouble, and despite being a kind of strict lawyer guy, I ended up loaning him a lot of money, which I realized you don't do with friends, and never got it back. And in the meantime, he passed away, and I think that was there's some story there. I don't know what it is, but one thing I took away from that I do now is when you're doing business with friends, it's very natural to relax. Mm-hmm. It's very natural to not necessarily hold yourself to account and not necessarily hold them to account because there's the friendship, right? There's the trust and everything else. The takeaway from that for me was, maybe this is relevant to the kind of deal thing, is you can do business with friends, and if you don't do business with friends, you're stuck to doing business with neutrals and enemies. Think about it, right? You kind of want to do business with friends, or at least be friendly, but I do the opposite of what a lot of people do, which is I raise the bar. I don't lower the bar. I raise the bar when I'm working with friends. I raise the bar for them, and I raise the bar for me. I hold myself more accountable. Okay, I pay more on time. I over-deliver. And with them, I don't let them slip at all because I want to preserve the friendship. Mm-hmm. And I know that if you start slipping or cutting corners because someone's a friend, at some point you're going to slip or relax too much.
Yeah.
And then you're going to start imposing on the friendship, and they don't say anything, and then resentment builds up, and then something happens. So one thing I kind of learned in response to that, I actually, in a way, have to think like these are bad things that turn into good things. I have to thank my friend for not paying me back, because it taught me that you hold your friends. You can't just hold them accountable. You have to hold yourself accountable. You have to hold yourself to a fantastically high standard. So I'm glad that happened. And I think because of those lessons I learned, because of how I worked on myself based on the last situation and based on what I've learned about friendship, I think that led into a lot of successful business deals from that point forward, especially here in Dubai, especially with Tech Tuesdays, especially with what we're doing.
Yeah.
It's
Thank
great.
you. Thank you, Gordon. Thank you. I think, like you say, everything happened for a reason. And when you're down, this is where you're going to actually come up. But you need to reach this point where nothing is actually working.
Sometimes
and this is where you have your best lesson learned, because maybe it's a lesson that you weren't paying attention to many things, and then you open your eyes and you say, okay, this is the way that I want to do, and this is how I'm going to raise. And unfortunately for human, when we don't have lesson learned, we don't learn. We need to have the heart through, and sometimes go inside the wall and just crash the wall, and then we're like, okay, now I understand.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say, look, I got an amazing, beautiful, lovely, talented wife.
Yeah, that's what I
said.
This is when you're the best, the down, that then you raise and have the best.
Yeah, well, I mean, no, but I would not be. She's fantastic, and she deserves a fantastic man, and I would not be in a position to
give her
this
the best
woman what she deserves, unless what had happened. So I'm very grateful that what happened.
It changed your own DNA actually to have this.
I mean, I could have run across her in Kiev, but I would have been like, thank God for my boot camp. So it's okay.
So Iryna.
Yes. Can you repeat the question, please? Yes.
Just to make it short, the question is like, what is today for you? You consider like your biggest failure, or maybe it was a business thing, like you lost money or you made a bad decision, and what is yet your best business accomplishment?
Okay, so my worst decision, or the worst thing I did, it was not seeing the signs around me or ignoring them, because I kind of see the trends around me, but I don't always follow them. So around 6 or 5 years ago, several, like 2 people plus my uncle, told me to buy Bitcoin or start thinking about cryptocurrencies,
Okay.
And I was like, oh my God, this is something new, maybe it's something illegal or something, I didn't want to get into it.
That has been this journey, and I think we can create a group of who didn't buy Bitcoin and just want to cry.
That's my biggest failure in life, because I mean, if you're asking about the past, because I thought I should probably buy apartment, because then I was thinking, where should I invest my capital? I was thinking like apartment or real estate, it's safety. What is Bitcoin,
What is this?
It was like $6,000 at that time or something like that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and I was like, no, I will have apartment.
He's regretting it now. He's
No,
like,
no.
if you had bought Bitcoin.
So, just be clear, I'm not regretting it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not regretting it.
Yes.
The Bitcoin.
No,
Because some people,
for
they
himself.
did the right choice.
I made a different choice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 5 years ago, he made the right choice, I made the wrong choice about Bitcoin, yes. And then I decided, no, I will buy apartment. So like I bought myself like a birthday present, but now when I see Bitcoin is like over $100,000, I'm like, I'm like, I could have had like
Several apartments.
3 apartments already, I don't know. So yeah, that's what I'm regretting right now. So I'm thinking it's important to see the signs from the universe, to be able to adapt, to be flexible, and not to be it's not about laziness, but to be proactive, to learn about the trend and then implement it or try or grab the opportunity, because opportunities, they are fast. You either take it or you miss it, and then you wait for the next opportunity. So that's one of the things that I truly regret. Seriously, yes. Yeah, so it's important to be like a crypto.
It's okay, honey.
Crypto.
I love it.
It's important to have literacy in crypto, in financial trends, because
in AI,
now AI is the next trend. So I think the next big failure would be not to learn about AI, and right now is the time, to study AI, and because we are going to have
that's mandatory.
That's
mandatory. It's even more than Bitcoin, because this is something. Education-wise, I think even like we are living in Dubai and we have kids, so they're gonna go to this journey, because this is something I think even the UAE government is pushing to have kids to be educated from the beginning.
Yes.
So what about your biggest yet achievement for you?
My biggest achievement is the balance that I have created in life.
Okay.
Yes, the balance. What do I mean by that? That I have my psychological practice, I have my love, my relationships, and I have my baby. So that's my biggest achievement. This balance. Yes, and having our international networking event for professionals. This balance. Plus, I have my amazing community of high quality, elegant, beautiful, educated women. So this amazing balance. I have my project. I am successful myself. I am successful in relationship. I am successful with other women. I have my social connections. I am a mother. That's everything that I dreamed of just 4 years ago. So I would say that the biggest achievement is meeting my husband, because that was the bifurcation.
Pressure.
That was the bifurcation point, after which I started to it was like one way, and then I started to have all.
So you follow the sign this time?
Yes, I followed.
You follow the sign and achieve.
Well, the sign flew to Kiev 3 times for 1 month each, and basically kidnapped her from Kiev and brought her to Dubai. So it was a pretty strong sign.
Yes. So the results that I have now, and the balance and my achievements that I have right now is pure result of my one choice that I made 4 years ago.
Amazing.
And meeting Gordon, and being a smart woman who worked on herself, who was connected with her feelings, who knew what she wanted. It was the best decision of my life, yes.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Iryna. Thank you so much. Thank you, Iryna. Thank you, Siam. Thank you, Gordon, for bringing the story of Dubai Tech Tuesday. Raw, unfiltered, inspiring, with your personal story. This is the kind of conversation that show how integrity, consistency, and vision can really build a global movement from Dubai. I wish you the best for Dubai Tech Tuesday and all the new projects that you are talking. I can't wait to see it. If you guys enjoyed this conversation, don't forget to subscribe to the DealMaker Show and connect with me on LinkedIn for more stories behind the deals that shape tomorrow. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your amazing interview.